Let's have a sesh on AQA 6 markers, the analyse question. In terms of how the marks are allocated, there are 3 marks for analysis for AO3. There are 3 marks for AO2 for your application using the context, but there are no marks for AO1, so there's no need to waste time with definitions because there's no marks for it. The question is likely to appear as analyse one benefit or one method or one factor or one effect, or it will appear as analyse why it is an issue or why something is important. Key things to note is that if it says analyse one benefit, one means one. It does not mean 2. Secondly, if it says analyse one benefit, only talk about the benefits. Do not talk about the costs, the cons. But it's not always the case, because if it says analyse one method or one effect, it might allow you to talk about the benefits or the costs. But just be aware that you've spotted what that word is. Thirdly, always stay in context. And as a rule of thumb, try and make 2 links at least to the context when you are making your answer. A structure that you could use to answer these analyse questions is Maliba. So you would have to make the initial point, analyse whatever it is that you need to analyse, then you want to explain this point in chains of analysis that are in context. It's critical that they're talking directly about the business that's in that context. To help you do this, you could use a BLT method. This is because, leading to, therefore. By making chains of analysis using those starting words, it will allow you to extract all those strands to get to that top level. While you're doing this and you're explaining in depth, you will want to link to the case study. You'll want to embellish these points with what's in the case study, what's in the context. And what's in the context is likely to be written text, numerical data, graphs, charts, for example. So all of these things are types of context that you could use to embellish your explanation. Once you've looked at that and you've done your MEL, as it were, you might want to talk about the impact on other business areas. That could be on finance, on HR, on operations, and on marketing. And then thinking about that, operations, it could be how it affects quality, HR, how it affects motivation, marketing, how it affects pricing or sales, and finance, how it affects costs or profits. So once you've looked at the other business areas, you'll want to look at the business overall. And to allow you to look at the business overall and those business areas, you could use words such as this is significant or as a result. This will help you extract those last bits of information. And other things to think about is that when you're talking about the business overall, you might want to consider, if it's applicable, rivals, market share, market growth, where you are on the product life cycle, or you might want to consider those business areas. I hope that helps with AQA analyse questions, and I'll see you at the next video.